Meanwhile, the chief executive has appointed Edwina Lau as Deputy Police Commissioner to head a special unit within the police force which will gather intelligence and enforce the national security law. Having served the police force for 35 years, Lau took the oath of office today. Chief Executive Carrie Lam noted in a statement that she has no doubt Lau can discharge the historic responsibility of leading the National Security Department of the Hong Kong Police. She will also sit in on the newly formed Committee for Safeguarding National Security chaired by the Chief Executive. Members include those within the administration, the finance and justice chiefs, as well as heads of the 3 disciplinary forces. This committee will be tasked to analyze and assess developments in relation to safeguarding national security in the SAR and formulate policies on the matter. Under the national security law, details of the work done by this committee will not be made public. Any decision made by it cannot be legally challenged. Meanwhile, after consulting the committee and Chief Justice, the Chief Executive has designated 6 serving magistrates from the judiciary to handle cases concerning offences under the national security law. A specialised prosecution division responsible for the prosecution of national security offences under the Department of Justice has also been set up.
Well, despite the limited amount of time since the national security took force in the city, a man in his 20s has become the first to be taken to court over offences related to it. Keina Chiu tells us more.
Sustaining multiple bone fractures, the 23-year-old defendant was unable to appear at West Kowloon Magistracy this afternoon. He faces 2 charges under the new national security law, one on inciting secession and another on terrorism. This after he allegedly rammed his motorcycle into some policemen on Orion Road in Wan Chai on July 1st, the 23rd anniversary of Hong Kong's handover. In the process, the motorcyclist also sported a flag with the slogan, "Liberate Hong Kong, Revolution of Our Times." 3 officers sustained hand and knee injuries in the incident. The defendant is among the 6 men and 4 women arrested on Wednesday on suspicion of national security-related offences. He is now treated at Pamela Yu Nethersall Eastern Hospital. Magistrate Victor So adjourned the case until next Monday. A further rescheduling may take place depending on the defendant's condition. Keina Chiu, TVB News.
Nathan Law, activist and co-founder of the now disbanded pro-democracy group Demosisto, says he will keep engaging in private diplomacy and advocating for Hong Kong internationally. Law left the city earlier this week and declined to disclose his current location. In an interview with Reuters, he said he put himself in danger when he testified at a U.S. congressional hearing via video link on Wednesday.
It is difficult for me to plan anything, given that the circumstance is so unstable. But I will definitely be vocal and active in the international level and deliver Hong Kong people's demands and their voices, given that they are unlikely to do so on the ground. So I will keep fighting with my much needed position, and I hope that democracy and freedom will come to Hong Kong soon.
This afternoon, a pro-Beijing group, Civil Power, delivered a petition to police urging them to arrest Law. They accused Law of colluding with foreign forces, an act that's in breach of the new national security law.
A 24-year-old man arrested on suspicion of stabbing a police officer during a protest on July 1st has been denied bail by a magistrate. Wang Quanhua faces a charge of wounding with intent. The stabbing incident happened at around 4 p.m. in Causeway Bay, while police were arresting protesters for defying a ban on street rallies. Police arrested the defendant later that night on board a London-bound plane after receiving a tip-off. Wang appeared at Eastern Magistracy this afternoon. The prosecution claimed Wang's physical traits match with the suspects, and they found an expired BNO passport and a one-way plane ticket with him, but later admitted he had also booked a ticket for a return flight. The judge adjourned the case until August the 24th and asked the prosecution for more evidence, including a lab report.